Hey guys, my name is Divya. I am a doctor and I've held a management role with a healthcare company for a while. I've been doing a series of videos on my channel to help everybody in the community get certified with whatever certifications they're working on. So you could be working on the SHRM, the PMP, the PGMP, the PFMP, SQL development certifications, epic trainings, etc., etc. I don't remember the name of them all, but I'm hoping that I'm here to help. So I've already done an entire series on SHRM and PMP, and there's more to come on specific certifications. But recently I've been doing a series on how to study for certification exams in general. So I just hope that we all realize certification exams are really, really unique, in the sense that we're not full-time students, we're not taking a class, we may or may not be taking a class. So I hope that we appreciate this, that we're full-time working professionals and we're actually trying to better our knowledge, our experience, our network and certifications by studying for something that we really want to study. So we actually take the time to sign up for this, pay for it ourselves, usually. If it's company sponsored, it's great. And then go out and do something. So many videos have been uploaded on my channel, and how to study for certification exams is a series. I've already done part 1 and part 2. I will leave the link of those videos in the description box below, and this is part 3. Before I get into the video, guys, today I'm using a new camera. And in case anyone's interested, it's the Sony ZV-1. It's a big deal for me because I've never owned a camera and I've never used a video camera in my life. Believe it or not, it's true. Up until now, I was shooting videos on my phone and uploading them. And I was really comfortable with my phone. But today is, super exciting and a nerve-wracking day because I don't really know the features of this camera. And it took me a long time to set it up. So I hope that this is the beginning of a new journey. But yeah, so part 3 of the video today, and let's get right into it. So my tip number 1, go backwards. I've said this in many videos earlier, guys, but if you are one of those people like me who likes to study chapter 1 to chapter 10 and go exactly in order, then we need to shake it up a little bit. It's really good to go in shuffle mode because that really helps the brain trigger things and pick things at random instead of picking things in order. Obviously, an exam is not going to be in order. You're not going to have questions from chapter 1 and then chapter 2 and so on and so forth. So we need to be able to interconnect everything. So what I usually do is, of course, go in order first, chapter 1 to chapter 10 or the last chapter, wherever it ends. And then I like to start either backwards, chapters 10 to 1, or somewhere in the middle. If I start somewhere in the middle, say chapters 5 and 6, then I'll go 5 and 6 to 1 because that was really a long time ago. And then I'll come back to chapter 7 through 10. So I hope that you make sense of this and know that shuffle mode is really important to learn things and commit it to memory. One of your revisions or one of the times when you're reviewing the entire material, it should be in shuffle mode. My tip number 2, guys. Please ensure that you make use of social media or the WhatsApp group that you've joined. So I said this in video number 1, saying that even before you decide to take a certification exam, please ensure that you join a WhatsApp group and participate in those discussions. Like, should you be taking the exam? Is this appropriate for you? Is this really worth the time, energy, money, and all that studying and hard work? So once that decision is already made, this WhatsApp group should be the group that should be enabling you to study. So hopefully this is one of those groups where lots of questions and answers and discussions are shared. And if it is, you should be actively participating in all those question and answer sessions. Please ensure that, when questions are posted on these groups, you attempt to answer them without looking at the answer. And you know the reasoning or the logic behind why you chose that answer. The logic or the reasoning is most of the times even more important than the correct answer because it really gives you the big picture. So when I was studying for the PGMP, one of the toughest certifications I've taken, I think there were two WhatsApp groups that really helped me. And the entire reasoning to join the WhatsApp group was really to answer questions and be able to participate in the discussions. There are veterans in many WhatsApp groups, and there are people who are alumni. There are people who are already certified and actively help you answering questions. There are really angels out there, so please make sure that you are taking help from the angels around on these groups. My tip number 3, practice exams are really important. If you've not attempted a practice exam for your certification, you're not ready. So no matter which way we slice it, guys, we have to take a practice exam, and please ensure that it's in exam-like settings. If we don't do it in exam-like settings, it doesn't really feel real. So yeah, please ensure that it's in exam-like settings, you go somewhere quiet, and if your exam is 3 to 4 hours, which is what many certifications are, ensure that you have those 4 hours, that you're taking it, in one shot, answering the questions, and then getting done and then scoring yourself. My tip number 4 for this video: now that you've taken a practice exam, you must spend time reviewing the exam. So if I take a practice exam on day 1, I do not like to review the answers in the same day, for the simple fact that I get exhausted easily. So I spend the next 2 days reviewing all my answers, all the right answers and all the wrong answers. So if you do this, guys, you are not going to go wrong with it, because it's not just the fact that you want to correct your wrong answers, but you want to ensure that whatever you know is what you know. Sometimes in a multiple choice exam, you're confused between 2 options, but then you always pick one, right? And then you move on. But we want to ensure that the confusion is eliminated. Like, why were we confused in the first place? And even if you picked the answer, which was the correct answer, was your reasoning and logic correct? So ensure that you know all of this. My tip number 5, take a break. A lot of these certification exams are extremely intense. You probably are going to study a lot for 5 to 6 months. And if you are one of those, take a couple of days off in between, because, it really helps boost brain power, give you a break, and get right back into the groove. So once again, guys, I hope that my videos are helping you. If they are, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe the video. And thank you so much for watching.